Good morning everyone and welcome to Lords for the third day of the first test match between New Zealand and the West Indies. New Zealand in their first innings are 174 for 3, still 321 runs behind the West Indies' first innings total of 495. This is the first test match of the series. Remember, the first team to win 2 test matches in this grand final series will be crowned the champions of the Hero Cricket League's Y50 Test Match Championship 2020. We have another full house here today at Lords. We join the action now as Joel Garner bowls the first ball of the day to Ross Taylor. Pulled away through the onside, that's going out towards the boundary, but fine leg will pick it up, and Ross Taylor jogs through for a comfortable 2. Ross Taylor quickly onto the pull again. He's got the one down the ground, and that will be the first boundary of the day. Flicked away out into the deep. There are 2 men out there. Better's beaten both of them, and that will be 4. This has been a very good start for New Zealand. Played into the offside. Ross Taylor runs through for the single he needs to bring up his 50. A very good innings. Oh, there's no one down there at third man. That will be the first 4 for Glenn Turner today. Well, that's a lovely late cut from Ross Taylor. That's running down towards the boundary and will be 4. Over pitch, and that's a beautiful shot from Glenn Turner, whipped away with power through mid-wicket. Oh, nicely bowled from Sobers, a rare mistake from Turner. Well, that's a rare full toss from Curtly Ambrose. Ross Taylor cashed in on that raced away. Joel Garner now with the new ball. Well, that's superbly pulled away from Ross Taylor. These New Zealanders are showing the West Indies that they are up for the fight. That's the 250 up now for New Zealand. Oh, Ross Taylor is playing the short ball superbly in this innings. Oh, Taylor's pulled that one away again. It's gone for 4 more. The West Indies will need to look for a different strategy. Glenn Turner on 96. Oh, that's been hammered away. That's running away to the boundary. That's the century for Glenn Turner. His 4th century in the championship. What a time to do it. And that will be lunch on day 3. That's been a very good session for New Zealand. They've scored 95 runs without losing a wicket. Let's have a look at the scorecard. Well, what can you say about Glenn Turner? His 400 of the championship, 100 not out against the mighty West Indies in the grand final series. He really has been the glue that has held this New Zealand batting team together. He's shared in an unbroken partnership of 136 runs with Ross Taylor, who was playing superbly on 88 not out. The West Indies will be looking to break this partnership after lunch. 5 bowlers used, just the 1 wicket each for Joel Garner, Courtney Walsh and Curtly Ambrose. Joel Garner steaming in from the nursery end. Oh, that ball wobbled past Jeff Dujon. That's not a good start for the West Indies. 4 more byes for New Zealand. That's beautiful placement from Glenn Turner. That will run down the hill for 4. Curtly Ambrose to continue from the pavilion end. Oh, Glenn Turner is in the zone out there in the middle. That will be 4 more. Ross Taylor on 99. Played away. Glenn Turner's running through for a quick single, and that's it. That will be the century for Ross Taylor. A very impressive innings for New Zealand. Edged, and that's out. That's the end of the partnership. Finally, the West Indies have the breakthrough. Ross Taylor is out. Court Dujon bowled Marshall for a magnificent 103, and New Zealand to 310 for 4. BJ Watling, the wicketkeeper, the new man at the crease for New Zealand. And that's a lovely shot through the offside. Is that going to run away for 4? Yes, it is. Oh, Sobers tossed that one up, and that's a lovely cover drive from Glenn Turner all the way for 4. Oh, that's even better. A superb shot from Glenn Turner. Oh, that's a beautiful use of the feet from BJ Watling, and he's hammered Sobers down the ground for 4. And that will be tea on day 3. Well, New Zealand are really showing everyone that they deserve to be in this grand final series against the mighty West Indies. They are 344 for 4, only 151 runs behind now. Let's have a look at the scorecard. 75 runs scored in that session for the loss of Ross Taylor, who played an excellent innings of 103. Glenn Turner is still at the crease on 134, looking in the zone. He is joined by BJ Watling, who has made a nice start to his innings. He is on 16. The West Indies bowlers are certainly starting to tire out there. They'll be looking to wrap up this innings as quickly as possible and try and preserve their first innings lead. Crowds will catch from the West Indies, but that's just wide of the fielder and will bring up the 354 New Zealand. Edged away through the gully region, but Clive Lloyd has the field well spread, and so Glenn Turner survives. Courtney Walsh to start his 30th over. Well, that's a lovely straight drive from Glenn Turner, running away down towards the pavilion for 4 more. That's the 50 partnership between these two. Cut away in the air, but always in the gap, and that will be 4 more. Oh my word, Glenn Turner has smashed Curtly Ambrose for 6 and brings up his 150. Oh, that's gloriously pulled away from Glenn Turner. This has been some innings. Well, that's a nice ball from Ambrose. Was there any bat in that? The umpire doesn't think so. Wrapped on the pad, a big shot from the West Indies, but it's a no ball. It's a no ball. It's not out, but let's have a look at the replay anyway. Oh dear, that would have hit leg stump. That's devastating for the West Indies. Oh, a simple catch back to... Oh, it's another no ball. Oh dear, Malcolm Marshall needs to start getting his foot behind that line. This is so frustrating for the West Indies. New Zealand carry on. They trail by under 100 now. That's a top edge cut shot that's running away to the boundary, and that's the 400 up for New Zealand. Well, that's been hammered away. That's going down the hill for 4 more. Some extra bounce there for Courtney Walsh. And that will be stumps on day 3. It's been an excellent day for New Zealand, scoring 238 runs, only losing the 1 wicket. They really are a batting side full of confidence at the moment. Let's have a look at the batting card. Glenn Turner has batted throughout the day. He is on 175 not out from 455 balls with 16 fours and a 6. He's joined by BJ Watling on 39. The only batsman out today, Ross Taylor, for 103. Well, it's been a tough old day for the West Indies. They were looking very tired towards the end of the day. Malcolm Marshall, the only bowler to take a wicket today. He also took 2 wickets off no balls, which is incredibly frustrating for him and for the West Indies. This is not the day they wanted. They've seen their big first innings lead disappear. And so with New Zealand 412 for 4, they are only 83 runs behind, and they have definitely got themselves back into this match. But they're not out of the woods yet. The West Indies fast bowlers will get a good night's sleep tonight. They'll come out firing tomorrow morning, looking to take some early wickets. The West Indies can still push ahead quickly on day 4. That's it from us. Do join us tomorrow for day 4 of this Test match, and bye for now.